왕의 왕의 정도 소화돼 반대 지도 규퍼서 라마지 무저 자와 예당라 파체코선 칸르소 코섬 라메 산라 왕 까디 달라 자더소.
Now we come to the main part of the empowerment. So please repeat. Please impart on me, a fortunate one, the blessings of the Guru and 3 roots, the precious Guru, the root of the lineage, the Yidam deity, the root of Siddhis, and the Dakinis, the root of overcoming obstacles.
왕 도병 나시 사고 사지랑들 저미 땅이 용적 잡고 고팡레 남양 명벌 세질라베 세질라바미셰.
So first we come to the form empowerment. Visualize the vase and the image of the deity as the Guru who holds power over life, the embodiment of all the 3 roots. The empowerment is conferred through the stream of undefiled nectar flowing from his body, and you receive the empowerment of the endless continuum of ornamentation of the sublime Guru's form. Consider that you have received blessings to never deteriorate from the changeless, everlasting, adamant, indestructible, invincible state, the spontaneously perfected, natural expression of phenomenal existence as the deity's form.
아들 잡아라 왕거वे 다자 르제니 바장도 베다 소마양 거로 베마세데 아비켄자 오 남칸이 바토본 카로만 장메 바가 되는 소마가 장당냐베 되는 왕거서 무상거려.
So think that in space appear limitless dakinis holding empowerment vases, as many as there are sentient beings, and they confer empowerment upon all sentient beings together.
Pemi lama Tsewang de Bekoy Wang Top Lüje de Bama Luba Yang Zuko Laye Saja Gomba La Wang Tamang Da Chiyeng Yishije Rang Zara Zo Niba Yula Yago.
You have received the empowerment of the Guru, Tsewang Dzinpa's body. All obscurations of the body without exception are purified. You are empowered to visualize the form of the deity, the power to actualize your inherent potential, to fully realize all thoughts of ignorance as dharmadhatu wisdom is placed into your mind stream.
로불할 사람은 림배 홍역이 말고 서로 사람은 사월에 이바시가 제대 지나는 리발 선배 리발 선바당 잡지 홍역이 리발이야 배 그러 송거 그래서 좀 제가 제주 걸려 왕탑정 선한 작게 탐제 작도 요미 한 거라지 또 세계 라버 삼번
Visualize the Vajra Master. Oh, that's the speech empowerment. Visualize the Vajra Master as the deity, and at his throat a coral red hung syllable, from which a second hung breaks off and dissolves into your throat. Through pointing a hung at the throat, you receive the empowerment of the endless continuum of ornamentation of the sublime Guru's speech. Consider that you have received blessings for all sound, outer and inner, transforming into the indestructible nature of Hong.
다의 행복인데 이게 홍 잘라나 디 당시 다의 초까지 르지보라 왕거베 차왕 아버지바 정도서 홍배당 거를 배옹왕배도 사마양 거를 베마스데 와가 베겐도 홍 삼의 홍주고
Everyone say Hong. Hong.
there's a data getting it home just hong.
All sound becomes Hong.
Lama Tsewang the Song Wang Top Song Wang Top Aga the Bama Riba Sang Nimbo Hong Deba Sawa Wang Do Cha Nam Da Soto Yishi Randa Dobe Neba Jula Jago.
You have received the empowerment of the Guru Tsewang Dzinpa's speech. All obscurations of speech without exception are purified. You are empowered to recite the essence syllable Hong, the power to actualize your inherent potential, to fully realize all thoughts of attachment as individually discriminating wisdom is placed into your mind stream.
dershik mali ba dershik malio tokyo jimbo ne mapju ransar mapju ranzong sa che chung da zar ga de rige bo la wang go wang go wen chopa simje yi ba jang do so 엄마 아 홍 베다 거 선바야 거를 빼마서 저다 베케서 홍 저다 베케서 디 라마 세왕즈베 토교 왕 톱 이제 저바 말리 바상 조름 동산지 미제 남절 동땡에 대 몇번 저도 고발라 왕시당 남다 메롱이 시절아 따라도 보니 봐줄러 야고.
You have received the empowerment of the Guru Tsewang Dzinpa's mind. All obscurations of the mind without exception are purified. You are empowered to practice the yoga of the completion stage of empty clarity free of grasping. The power to actualize your inherent potential, to fully realize all thoughts of hatred as mirror-like wisdom is placed into your mind stream.
홀로 떼발세 배 마하고를 용진이 마세바 지저 홀로 왕 담바 토바면도 이제 소도 용도 뭐 용디랍도 런보체 근라 왕제 홀로 바바야 까지 이게 바로 왕거에 왕거에 Jimzi, Nang, but Yadazo, Hong, Bedagor, Beda Samayan, Gorapima said, Gana begins. Gonna begins. Thì lama Tsewang Dzinpa dùng thì nhiều quang thấp ngã thang lom chú là bắt được chú bên nhân sĩ sắp chỉ rằng đông de thế khác mấy quan trọng rồi cháu là quan ngã gia đình năm đa nhâm nhị gì rằng ta là giúp nếu bao nhiêu là gia cô.
You have received the empowerment of the Guru Tsewang Dzinpa's qualities. All hindrances that cause harm to your power and resources are pacified. You are empowered to practice yogic exercises of focusing on substances and mantras for your own sake. The power to actualize your inherent potential, to fully realize all thoughts of pride as equanimity wisdom is placed into your mind stream.
Wang Taba Topa Muzo, Ha Javan, Ban Telia, Toba, and Telenam, Kang Kandra, Kati Rijapola, Wangaway, Tonga, from Young so Hong Beta, Samayan Gora Bima said the Kama begins. Thì lama Tsewang Dzinpa Chale Ramjamji Wang Top Kholom Rodong La Parde Chube Nianche Tata Xie Yin Dong Mekpa Me Ben Chale Nama Ye Zama La Wang Chado Namda Zadru Yishije Zadru Yishije Rang Zare Dobe Nipa Ju La Yago.
You have received the empowerment of the Guru Tsewang Dzinpa's activities. All hindrances that cause harm to the altruistic activities of the master and disciples are pacified. You are empowered to perform the 4 enlightened activities for the sake of others. The power to actualize your inherent potential, to fully realize all thoughts of jealousy as activity accomplishing wisdom is placed into your mind stream.
Di tata kichiburi hong kado ngandi sem satong tela tili ishinga ramzong changori tili pena ta shel dela nyuma jamna wezer kado nga ramjing yugo yori pe te tawe tili chale tomi rodung je song rang tili na tong su jog ko top song la tili de semti tamche tili Chile Nama Nargoni, the Ishigagoni, Septic Tongse, Congress, Numong, the Mahimba Garan, Numu, the means of Ishigare, Kakayomari, Numong, Kakayomari, Ben Charon, the Church, Major Charon, water should start on the door to bury, based on me, the Mamma Chebari, the Ishik, the Numong, meaning the Didare. 이것이 미용을 되게다가 단체에 될라서가 등용고요에 것은 거위에 될라서가 들리 다다라마 그 시에바 잠체지 심지게들이랑 자리에 되면 핸들이 배 핸들은 자송 나오나 배 제대로 핸들한 게 내lok도 송아랑 그 사람이 내lok도는 인지메 핸들라 들이 시가에 랑징들이 심지도
There's one important point here, and so that is the Hung in 5 colors. The mind itself is like a crystal, clear and empty, and when the sun shines on the crystal, naturally 5 colored rainbow lights emerges from the crystal. And so similarly, from this one clear and empty mind, 5 kinds of wisdom just naturally arise. It is said that enlightened activities perform the benefit of others effortlessly. So within yourself, these qualities are complete. The qualities of the 5 wisdoms. That is when you have realized you have assumed the form of enlightened form of empty appearance, then naturally the benefit of sentient beings is performed through the 4 enlightened activities or the 5 wisdoms. And so that is because now, first, when the 5 afflictive emotions are in an immature state, then they are just the 5 afflictive emotions. But when they mature into the 5 wisdoms. And then actually the 5 afflictions and the 5 wisdoms are not separate. It's just like ice and water are not separate. So when ice melts, it's water, but for as long as it's not melted, if you hit somebody with it over the head, they will bleed. Then it's just like a rock, but it's still water by nature. So the difference is just being or not being matured. So within one mind, there are the 5 wisdoms which have matured from the 5 afflictive emotions. So this crystal with the rainbow lights and the 5 colors is a sign of that. So once the mind matures into the 5 wisdoms, then one naturally performs the 4 enlightened activities for the sake of others, and one manifests the 3 or the 4 kayas. For example, there are teachings on the Guru's 4 kayas, which are actually a natural expression of one's own mind, which is just like this crystal from which 5 colored rainbow lights emerge. So when you realize the nature of your mind, you become free of dualistic grasping, and as a result of that, naturally, the 5 wisdoms will reveal themselves and then naturally, effortlessly perform the benefit of sentient beings through the enlightened activities.
Sarva Siddha Abhikida Oma Terita Lamja Kaptatri, Toma, the Shiba Mujabori, Mirato Shiba, was a John Yamini, Papa, the Shiji, coming Hakori, the Teta, Lamja Kaptan Chupa Z, Chodis up with you, Tsewang Toku.
This is the empowerment of the substances of Dharma, Amrita, and Rakta. And so there are many different ways to explain these offering substances. And they occur also in our ongoing practices of Vajrakilaya and Yamantaka and so on. But this is an empowerment of the offering substances that are offered while we are on the path in order to accumulate merit.
老天把这个水波在东南家面把家娃要这去家人朋友人的去接着我就问我这里去，我就这里那就我就这里上波老说波，搞把人人就波那么那么的。那么从这当里头，我往这边嘛，希望怎么好把我这个希望门当去把从这的逻辑上面真的呢，是叫老些，老师这当时那边那么他把松些内容就没去了，就把他们来教学才能说呢，我才能说呢。这种说那娘当都不用心，娘当都不用心，上街北京千万别把世上错，千万别把世上错什么个这，说这个计划他起了他们家的一生人吧，这都说。轰轰轰轰轰轰轰！哦，别那个别骂的地方大，我呀别给他，我么个别给他啊，这他别给他，红色啊别给他，哦，别那个骂的地方大，可能个呀别给他，我个别给他，这他别给他，我说别给他，是我们别那个。嘛是的话，大概呢，个呀，别看到，我个别看到，这大别看到，我说啊，别看到，是我们那个别嘛是的，对话大概呢，这啥里拍个这啥里，那个别嘛是的，对话大概呢，个呀，别看到，我个别看到，这大别看到，我说啊，别看到，是我们别那个别嘛是的，对吧？那个呢，个呀，别看到，我个别看到啊，这大别看到，什么别看到是我们那个别嘛是的地方那，个呀别看到，我个别看到，这大别看到，什么别看到是我们那个别嘛是的地方那个呢，个呀别看到，我个别看到啊，这大别看到，什么别看到是我们那个别嘛。对吧？大个呢，个呀，阿别看到，我个阿别看到啊，这阿别看到红，什么阿别看到是我们别那个别嘛这地方呢？哎，你个呀，阿别看到，我个阿别看到啊，这阿别看到红，什么阿别看到，我们别那个别嘛这地方呢？那个呢，个呀，阿别看到，我个阿别看到啊，这阿别看到红，什么阿别看到是我们别那个。别嘛是的地方那，个呀阿别看到，我个阿别看到啊，这阿别看到红，什么阿别看到是我们别那个别嘛，地方那个呀阿别看到，我个阿别看到啊，这阿别看到红，什么阿别看到是我们别那个别嘛，地方那个呀阿别看到，我个阿别看到，这阿别看到什么阿别看到是我们别那个别嘛。地方大个呢，个呀阿别看到，我个阿别看到啊，这阿别看到，啥阿别看到嘞？我们那个别嘛这的地方，大个呢个呀阿别看到，我个阿别看到啊，这阿别看到红是吧？阿别看到是我们那个别嘛这的个，地方大个呢个呀阿别看到，我个阿别看到啊，这阿别看到红。从别看到的，我们那个别嘛，你把我跟你个呀，别看到我个，这大别看到红，什么别看到的，我们那个别嘛是在地方大跟你个呀，别看到我个别看到，这大别看到，什么别看到的，我们那个别嘛是在地方大跟你个呀，别看到我个阿别看到啊，这阿别看到红，什么阿别看到是，没当过这别嘛在的地方大个人个呀，阿别看到我个阿别看到啊，这阿别看到红是吧？阿别看到没当过这别嘛在的地方大个呀，阿别看到我个阿别看到，这阿别看到红什么阿别看到。别看着， hong hong. Don't get home get to Hong, 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 hong. So
everyone please chant Hong.
Hong, hong. Hong, hong. Hong is it. Devali longer, Tawale, Kaka Honda. Lungo Hongi, Lungo Hode. Shook down. Hong, Dula. Devali. What do Jagare? Oh.
So actually, when you're saying the Hong, it's actually not something that just like a word that comes from your mouth, but actually it actually comes from your navel. So it's not that the wind comes like a normal word from the mouth, but you feel it moving, like the energy or the force, you feel it moving in the navel when you say the syllable Hong.
Let about you. Hung! Do the thing. So what's all I carry? So I think long so they are already.
So look at the feeling and kind of the sensation that arises when you say this forceful Hong that comes from the navel. What it actually does is when the Hong comes from the navel, when there's this wind movement in the navel, then that actually regenerates or kind of sustains the life force winds. Bemjong Tang Yemita Yo Namjo Ramjala so Tangaro Masanga Tamje Josiso Tin Song Tatarani Tekparache Toro Tawar Jata Yo Toro Tawar Jata Yo. Tsewang This completes well the blessings and empowerment of the secret accomplishment of the Guru who holds power over life from the utterly profound enlightened intent of the holy Dharma of the sacred great perfection. Thus, at all times, visualize your body as the form of Guru Tsewang Dzinpa. Never separate your speech and all wind currents from the recitation of Hong. Rest within the great perfection state of empty awareness.